Okay, so I just got to the park. Yeah, as I was like, the bus was pulling out around the park, I was like, oh, I just felt like I should go to the park. And here I am with myself. Yeah, so I made a post saying like I felt a shift around like 2 p.m. earlier. And yeah, I know there's been lots of changes, and my throat chakra is very activated. Like I mentioned in a post some time ago, I know one of my astrology friends, they were like, once I had learned to channel my Mars placement, that's when like some things kind of unlock, right? So like we all have things like our placements, or if you don't want to think spiritual wise, if somebody's insecure, and too shy to talk to people, and then you unlock that part of you that you could approach someone first. So you could kind of think of it like that, and then you get better at it. But dude, I was like walking over here to this bench. Oh my god, I was like stumbling a little because the heat and me don't do well together. And don't get me wrong, I have improved a lot with my health, so I don't want people being like worried. And I haven't like fainted or anything like that in years, okay? So let me just say that before I go on, so I don't, you know. But I still have to be like cautious and everything. Oh, I thought somebody's like walking up. Oh, I guess like someone's all friends. Yeah, so I posted a short about like not giving up on yourself, and how like we should talk more about mental health things and struggles. But it's so sad because like society's like, we gotta look a certain way, we gotta be cool, and like you don't show like certain emotions. It's crazy, I know. And we've all been there. Like, we're human, you can't expect everybody to be perfect. I know there's people like older than me, they have been through it. Like, all of us have been the bad person in a situation, and it's so weird to me that people want to act like they haven't been, because they gotta act so pure and perfect and things like that. It's like, no, all of us are. And it's so fucking weird. It's like, what are you, God? Like, that's a big ass red flag to me. Where it's like, oh no, like I never messed up, I never did this, I never talked shit. Okay, alright. Fucking lying ass. But yeah, dude. Mental health stuff, especially now what's going on, I just want to shake like some people, like, dude, like, wake the fuck up. Like, why are you still talking and moving the same way? Like, why are you still trying to act too cool to message someone first? That was a message for someone. Yeah, to speak on that, I'm not gonna say their name or whatever, but they know who they are. They always, like, if I text them to hang out, they would message, but like, oh, so yeah, so you want to hang out? I guess you could like come by. But it was always me doing that, and they want to make it seem like I'm all like, oh, you're so cool, like kind of coming off that way. I'm like, okay. And then eventually I blocked them on my phone number, right? Like cell phone. But I accidentally called them first. I was like, oh shit, like I didn't mean to call them. And I blocked them, but I know their ass probably called back and noticed that it said blocked. And that's why they never text me on my phone number. And once they saw that I made a Snapchat again, they were like, oh, hey, like, what you been up to? You're gonna just pretend like you don't know that I blocked you. And that's why I messaged what I did. I was like, yo, dipshit. Like, you fucking bitch. Because the disrespect was that fucking loud. It really was. And yeah, that's why I've been way more blunt, because there have been so many people taking advantage of me, being possessive, purposely like trying to talk me down to people like, oh yeah, she's not that great, like she wants to be like me. Yeah, okay. I want to be like me. And it's always like the most trashiest humans. I don't mean that like sexual way, like, you know, they're just trash. And people claiming like, oh, I'm gonna help you with this, help you with that. So many people, you know, because I've gone through things and like wanting a connection and wanting friends, you know, so I give people a chance. And this is not to say I'm perfect, but people will like fucking take advantage of you. And being authentic, like, people don't see that shit really. It's like once it's too late, and this shit still happens. Like, people be indirect thinking I don't know basic psychology. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, so today is a huge astrological event. Was it Venus and Jupiter, like, conjunct, like a connection? But Jupiter expands things. You know, this is like, they say a lucky day. Doesn't mean today is going to be a good day for everyone. And it always depends on people and like who you are as a person. Like, of course, like a piece of shit might not like manifest some great things. And if good things come to them, that's bullshit, because they're manipulating people and, you know, stuff like that. So they're actually like stealing other people's shit in a way, how I see it. And yeah, dude, I'm so glad I came to the park. I like needed a moment with myself. Oh yeah, so I want to bring up a story because I'm huge on mental health. So when I was in high school, I lived half of high school by myself. So I was pretty alone a lot of my life. I had no family at all. The only family I have a connection with is my son. And I mean that very literally. There's absolutely nobody, no family at all. And when, what the hell was I going to get to? I'm like, yeah, so I was living alone. And, you know, I didn't have my family, and the group of friends at the time, there was this one main guy. He was like really popular in school, so he was like the most popular in our friend group. And he messaged me one day saying like, oh, we don't want to hang out with you anymore because you're too depressed. And it's annoying. Like, you want to be a depressed bitch. That was where, I know he called me a bitch. I don't know if it was depressed bitch or whatever. But yeah, so this is why I talk about mental health things. I know what it's like to have some fucked up people come into your life. People that you depended on. And it's like, when I was going through one of the hardest times in my life, like my mom wouldn't pick up the phone, my sister wouldn't pick up the phone. They both purposely would do that. And if other people around, they would act fake. Or if they are nice behind closed doors, they have an ulterior motive. And that's always how it's been. Always. And it never ever 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 changes. And even with my health stuff, dude, my family, like especially my mom, like has seen me faint and things from health stuff, and stress makes it much worse. And the thing is, it doesn't fucking matter. They might like have a couple seconds of like sympathy that they show, but yeah, so I know very 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 fucking well what it's like to have people like no fucking support. And you know, it's frustrating, and it still can be frustrating, because the past year people claimed to like help me with things that could help me, you know, tremendously, like getting a place and having more income, but they kept constantly putting their ultra MAGA friends ahead of me. I don't know if this is picking up like on the wind and stuff, but yeah, these people would put their ultra MAGA friends in front of me, even though like months passed. All of a sudden they have excuse, like they always had an excuse, and they used me for money, like, because they took advantage of my kindness. And the thing is, I don't have to mention names because most people already know. So that's the hilarious part. yeah, so, me and my son getting started, and this is around the time my son had the surgery and like things went bad. So like his throat was swelling up and like it was crazy shit. So much shit happening like shortly after my son gets hit by a car, like crazy shit. And they're still doing this shit. They still do this shit to people. But I'm the one that's like the bitch, right? That's why I talk about shit openly, because there's a lot of fucked up people. God forbid you're authentic. People don't fucking like that. They act like they do. Like, dude, this is like with spirituality stuff. I'm like, no, I do shadow work. Shadow work, you shed a bright light on every fucking traumatic thing. You look at everything. There is no, oh, just meditate, or like, oh, sage. No. And there's too many fake spiritual people of every religion, of every faith, every belief. We all see it. Some people go to church or a temple or mosque or I don't know names of every places, but you get what I mean. And they're like, oh, like this and that, because they say, I'm gonna send positive energy to you, or prayers for you, or ask God to bless you. It's all for show. And a lot of us know a lot of people like this. Yeah. I really should come to this park more. I gotta start doing picnics again. But oh my god, this is a big week. So tomorrow my son graduates, and then Saturday he turns 18. And yeah, and I've been frustrated with my body. I went to the gym and I'm like doing like my workout, and I thought I was doing like just enough, because like I wasn't, like I could have done like double the amount, like reps. And now my body's like fucking tired, but I slowly feel like muscles forming. And I know that this is gonna be so fucking good. But dude, I really need someone that preferably goes to my Muay Thai gym to go with me to the gym, because I'll just stay on the machine and like do as much as I can, and then fucking be in pain for a good minute. Dude, like a perfect example, years ago I was on the fucking machine like for legs, like to work out the back of your legs. I did so much at 160 pounds, because like I would feel nothing. I did like about like 100 reps. I'm not even lying. I'm not even trying to say that shit to show off, but like the way my body is like, this is what I would tell like an old therapist. I was like, dude, the way my body works, like I'm not even trying to show off, like it's fucking weird. I don't know what to do with how my body works. But yeah, so I did that. In 2 weeks, the back of my legs were on fucking fire. I was limping for 2 weeks. So when people like in the healthcare systems like, listen to your body, I don't know how to do that, okay? For some reason in my brain, it just doesn't connect. It really doesn't. It doesn't at all. And it's like I can't even go to the gym because my body, it's like, dude, walking, I don't even want to fucking walk. And earlier today I had to like at work, because I do home care, so I was vacuuming and mopping. Dude, when I tell you, I really thought I was gonna fall over. And I didn't have to vacuum or mop a large area either. Like that's how fucking like the shit I do to my body. Because like I kind of go in the moment where I'm like obsessing. I'm like, yeah, let's go. But dude, and I don't use pre-workout or anything like that. So I need to like plan shit out, because I can't be missing like days at either gym. But this week specifically, I do have like legit shit that I gotta do, like my son's graduation, and then birthday, and yeah. So I definitely get that life can be frustrating. It's still frustrating now, like, you know, with certain things. And most people know about, like, my health stuff that's been happening. I know I get my second shot next month for the HPV. And it's funny because, like, somebody thought it was, like, a sexual AIDS, whatever type thing. And I was like, I could get why they think that, but it was because I used to, like, use nicotine. And I'm 37, I'll be 38 in September. So females, like, if you have nicotine, your cervix will absorb it because from what the healthcare team, I was about to say system, healthcare team told me is like, because your body's preparing itself to have a baby basically. And so it'll absorb everything. So nicotine would go to the cervix, and that's why, like, my test results ended up the way that they did, and my immune system's being intact. And plus, it's a combination of things I've had for years. Yeah, and I totally get what people not believing you, especially health stuff with family. You know, always, and they've always been very popular, so of course people are gonna, you know, believe them, things like that. So I get it. I really, really do. But yeah, I really, really am at that point. Oh my God, now I've remembered what, basically I'm at that point where I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna say, like, because no, the fuck you're not gonna try to fucking play in my face. You know, if it's a situation that I feel I need to, then I fucking will. Because fuck your feelings, because you don't respect me. The thing when I was trying to remember when I was living alone, right? And when I was younger, I used to be extremely suicidal. I literally lost count how many times I attempted to take my life. But for some reason, I'm still here. And, you know, most of the time I tried, my spirit guides, all that would be like, it's not your time to go. And I used to be so fucking mad because I would live alone. I would be so furious. I was like, how dare you? Like, talking to God, basically. And my spirit team says, I was like, how fucking dare you? This is my life, and you want me to stay here and suffer? Live alone, suffer. My group of friends don't want to fucking be around me because I'm suffering. My family don't want to be around me, obviously. So I have many times where I curse God out. And I always felt a certain way with saying God specifically. But I've just noticed very recently that feeling went away. And that's such a big thing for me because most of us have a lot of trauma stuff with, what do you call it, with Christian nationalism and things like that, right? And that's why, like, I felt weird. I didn't want people to think that I was like that, right? And just over time, working on myself, advocating for myself, because nobody else was gonna fucking do it, even though I tried to make connections and things like that. But that is the one thing I did want to bring up earlier, but I got trailed off. So there's that. What is it? What was I gonna say? What was the next thing? Oh yeah. So I get, like, you know, most people know what it's like to deal with grief. And when, oh yeah, okay, I got what I was gonna bring up. So a couple years ago, I worked as a one-on-one at a school, and, you know, everybody goes through their own things. I can't tell people's business, but kids go do different things, right? And you hear stories. So when I was younger and I wasn't sure, or not sure, well, I wasn't sure about things, but also I was like so lethargic, plus diagnosis stuff, so that amplified it. But I know people, like, don't want to get out of bed and don't get sunlight, So this is usually what I recommend. Like if you feel like you don't want to actually physically go outside, you could sit by the window. If you feel like for whatever reason that's not going to happen for whatever reason, I always recommend, this is just what works for me, what worked for me and still works for me if I get to that. But put on like comedies, or what I like to do is play motivational speeches. They have it on Spotify. So yeah, like whether I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, like I'll just do that to do it. Like it doesn't hurt. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, like about the sunlight. Of course, like if you could get out, like get out. And of course, like lots of times when people are severely depressed or struggling with grief, they might not shower, they might not eat. So what I recommend that worked for me is getting baby wipes to wipe your body down. And with food, if you could drink, try to get protein drinks. Or if you can't get that, like if you can make smoothies, like get fruit and put like some protein in it, because we all need protein. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. And I know I said I was gonna make like a video with a singing bowl and things like that, but I'll eventually make it. And just like dealing with life, I guess. But I hope everybody is okay, and I'll definitely be posting soon.